Thank you for not losing that card. I appreciate that. I agree with a lot of the sentiments of some of the earlier speakers. I agree with a lot of the sentiments of the earlier speakers. I'll call you right back. And I just want to say that I had a friend who spoke.
Hold tight, Mark. Hold tight. Yeah. Hey, let me get you a little quiet. Okay, why don't you? Let's try it.
How'd the sheep get in here? I don't know. So anyway, a friend of mine talked to me about this. He owns a lot of properties, and he said this is a real problem. This rent escrow thing. You know, you can have a neighbor call out on you who doesn't like you, and the next thing you know, your property's under investigation. What Zumudog said was real. And, you know, when I hear stuff about this stuff, I know it's real. You know, when you talk to people who own properties and they tell you that, you know, the city is doing some very curious things. And I hope you guys take what Zumudog said seriously. I know he says it in a very colorful way. But what he said is dead on. And congratulations to Zumudog for 10-year anniversary. This is terrific. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Let's prepare to vote on this item again. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
11 ayes.
Okay, now we're on general public comment. Okay, let's start off with Mr. Akala. Followed by Ms. McAllister. Now, do you want to speak or you want to play with a plastic bottle?
I'm recycling, sir.
No, you're not. Go on and speak, Juan.
Okay.
Do it again. Sorry. Okay, thank you.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are. You're disrupting the meeting again.
Listen.
Go sit down, Miss McAllister.
No, I'm actually wanting to speak.
No, you can't do that. No, you can't. Go on. He's disrupting. And Mr. Herman, do you want to stay and act like it? Hold on one second. Akala, you remove Akala. No, you remove Akala now. He's still disrupting the meeting. No, hold Miss McAllister's time. Well, you're going to get removed. You're continuing, Mr. City Attorney.
Mr. Alcala is still yelling as he is walking out of chambers.
Ms. McAllister, the floor is yours.
Thank you. I want to speak on this item 3. I think this is a good idea. This is what I've been talking about, where you will have an inspector go out to people's homes and look at the property and give them 30 days without charging them any fees and things like that. Now, what I do object to is the communities. I see we've got the pre-repair in CD1, Council District 1, Cedillo. These are illegal aliens. I object to that in Hollywood. That you know, we've got some there, but I object to Council District 1 and Council District 4. Rue, he has a lot of, Asians are the second largest illegal alien group in the nation, the Hispanics and Asians, and I object to that. We shouldn't be fixing up homes of illegals. Now, here's another thing. While you go in the home and inspect and give them these 30 days, tell them about this $5,000 that's available under the Handiworker program. Quit trying to hide that money. That money belongs to the homeowners. Tell them that they may qualify for that $5,000 and give it to them.
Thank you. So, Mr. Walsh, are you still here? Followed by Mark Roman.
John Walsh at J. Walsh Confidential. Anybody but Mitch Englander for supervisor. Yeah. Anybody to replace Mike Antonovich. 1/2 cent sales tax to MTA. They call it R2. We call it R2 detour. R2 detour. Go check it on our website. We don't want to give them. They want to spend $1 billion to build a tunnel through the Hollywood Hills, and then they're going to charge you to a fare. Zuma Dog was the one who filed a lawsuit in federal court. That's why we're allowed to use words that you can't use on television. Anybody but Mitch Englander. And the anti-palladium, you just passed an EIR for the palladium. That will be on the law to destroy that palladium skyscraper. That will be on the agenda.
Thank you, sir. So, do I have Mr. Roman? Mr. Roman, followed by Mr. Hurd. Are you still here? Mark, yeah, you're next. Yes, sir.
My name is Mark Romaine, actually, but goes by any other name, no problem. I'm actually in L.A. because I was hoping to get on the ballot to run for Congress in the 33rd District. My efforts were impeded criminally, threatened, harassed, and intimidated on a regular basis, so I was unable to attain ballot access. However, I'd like to congratulate Mark Hurd for attaining ballot access on the Senate, and I may be holding myself out, I will be holding myself out at this point as a write-in candidate, so people have a choice other than the Democrats and Republicans. I'm running my campaign against agnotology, which is culturally constructed ignorance, purposely created by special interests to hide the truth and spread lies while lining their pockets at your detriment. Thank you.
Okay, if we could get...
Thank you so much, Council. Thank you to everybody here for the job you guys do and the hard work you guys put in. I have a couple of concerns, though. You guys came out with a new plan regarding the sidewalks. Sounds great. We always get warm and fuzzy about a year before elections. And then, you know, I've seen so many sidewalk plans over the years. You guys had a plan to sell our parking structures. That was $1.75 million, and that all went up in the air. Taxpayer dollars, just like that. Whoosh, gone. We didn't sell the parking structures. What you did was you created havoc, and all the neighborhood councils in Westwood and Hollywood, we all had to waste our time going from one issue to another, just wearing us down. I'm concerned that a lot of these plans go nowhere, and they're just a waste of time and a waste of taxpayer dollars. You guys had a crisis, and in Encino, you leased out a fire station for $1 a year for 30 years, so you could apparently, I don't know, appease a crowd, make a crowd happy, I don't know. You guys have to spend your dollars better and quit making plans to make plans that go nowhere. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, if I could get Mr. Zumadog and Mr. Hunt, please come forward.
Yes, thank you, everybody. In case you're wondering, this is what 10 years feels like. The first time we heard hooty-hoo in the council chambers on the 10-year anniversary of Ordinance 4215 that brought me to council. Now, it resulted in a federal lawsuit, Victory Zumadog versus City Council. And I'm here to say I came to talk about something else, but I believe it's time for me to file another lawsuit. And if Herb especially would listen, because I believe that after losing a lawsuit about censorship, when you cut the time in half for the public, that is another form of censorship. And I believe Pragerson will agree with me, especially when you consider the fact the meeting should start at 10 and you have hours of presentation BS, and then you violate the 3-minute rule on each item. And I'm here to say that when you add it all up, Pragerson's going to say, put the clock at 2 minutes. Don't you agree? So my name is Dion, shaking his head, which is fine. Dion, I love you, buddy. Happy 10-year anniversary. Zumadog.com.
Okay, come on, keep it down. Keep it down. Okay, if I could add. No, wait, Mr. Hunt, please keep it down. We are getting complaints from our translation people. If you yell and scream, you will not be able to speak. So we can hear you. You have a microphone.
I am the 10th anniversary. I am the 9th Circuit winner. I am Michael Hunt versus the city of Los Angeles. $500,000. One more against the LAPD. But just like Zumadog says, it needs to go back to 2 minutes. You guys need to make an ordinance right now for all LAPD to get DNA tested. After raping those 2 women, you guys ought to be ashamed of yourself. Everybody in LAPD needs a DNA test. Herb, it starts with you. You're the leader. I want to see that ordinance drafted up where all LAPD have DNA tests. I am the outlaw. I am the one who started this. I am the one that brought everybody down here. Hootie-hoo! To my boy, Matt Dowd, Zuma Dog, and Michael Hunt, the Venice Outlaws.
Thank you. If I could get Crystal Jones and a Marcus Harvey, please come forward, followed by Mr. Spindler.
I am with HumanityWarriors.com. We have addressed City Council more than 10 times on wireless technology being weaponized and the fact that these poor victims are not able to go to their local Los Angeles Police Department and get any type of report to be able to report these crimes. You people need to work with LAPD in order to make it fair for victims of wireless technology to be able to go in and report these crimes. We know that there is not a law intact right now that can help LAPD to get rid of these devices or what have you, but the victims do need to be able to at least report the crimes so that when we get the law in effect, you guys are going to have a place to go to get rid of the people that are doing this to these poor victims out here. You've got kids under attack, man, getting raped and murdered every day by wireless technology.
Thank you. So, do we have Mr. Harvey, followed by Mr. Spindler? And then I have Maher Kadmiri. Please come on up.
Start DNA testing these psycho cops. Crazy, crazy shit. 2 minutes needs to be done because we're on the 10th anniversary of the precipice. The first hoods that came here, hootie-hoo, they're back again in the 10th anniversary of the new dawn. 2 fucking minutes? You can't give us 2 minutes. Turning their chairs, hopeless. Steve Soberoff just had an aneurysm in the other building. Poor Steve Soberoff, he had an aneurysm. No on Mitchell Englander. Please vote no on the county board of supervisors for that piece of shit. No on Mitchell Englander. And no on the dead Janice Hahn. Janice Hahn is really embalmed and dead. They just animate her on TV. Vote no on Janice Hahn. Liberate L.A. County. Hootie-hoo!
Thank you. So I have Mr. or Mahar Kadmiri, followed by, is it Mr. Prentice Jenkins still here? Please come forward. Yes, sir. Identify yourself.
Maher Kadmiri. I'm a targeted individual. I've been followed for the last 3.5 years. I've been tortured by electromagnetic equipment. I've been harassed by community individuals. This program is called COINTELPRO. This program has been in existence since 1970s, and it still exists. This program, you need to work with the LAPD, and this needs to be stopped because in the last month, 3 people killed themselves. We cannot prove. We have no way to prove this. They listen to us through the phones. They listen to our conversations at home, in the car, wherever we are, and they use these words that we use in details wherever we go. Wherever we go, they sit next to us, and they use these words to tell us that they are.
Thank you, sir. So if I can get Mr. Jenkins. Did Mr. Harvey come back in the room? Okay, then Mr. Harvey, then Mr. Jenkins. Go right ahead, sir.
All right, so you hear what he's talking about, wireless weapons. These are sound weapons being used on random citizens, men, women, and children. we're very concerned. We don't want to get attacked by them. So we're like, okay, what are we going to do? You know, because we don't have a shield against these things. All human activity is being sampled. You got people saying they're seeing through their eyes. That's only because the game's been strategized to put these people in a mental situation using wireless radar tracking, radio weapons, because you can't see this stuff. So it's coming through steel, water, and concrete, exploding people's heart, instant headaches, difficulty breathing, interacting with all electronics, shutting down people's cars, system failure on computers. This is to keep its presence and to keep the electronical ambush. And it really don't make any sense why nobody's moving. This isn't a game. This is serious. So we're going to keep coming until you guys get it right and hopefully get 1 million people out there. That's what we're trying to do because we care about our lives.
Thank you. Thank you. So if I could have Mr. Jenkins followed by Mr. Herman and Miss in the back. Did you put in a card? I don't see your card. Okay. I just didn't want to miss you. So we have Mr. Jenkins, Mr. Herman, and a Mr. Rodriguez. Yes, sir. No, come on, Mr. Jenkins. You have to speak. We're not listening to that. No, come on. Just tell us what's on your mind. Go on. Start his time. Start his time. No, if you have something to say, you say it. No, you're not. Thank you very much. Sergeants, we don't, if he has to speak, he speaks. You remove him from the mic. No, we don't do that. No, no, no. Move. Come on up, Mr. Herman. Come on, Mr. Herman. You want to be removed? Remove Mr. Jenkins, sergeants. Remove you. Remove you. No, remove him right now. He's disrupting the meeting. Sergeants, remove him. You are removed. Go ahead. You are removed. Walk his computer out with him. No, you're disrupting the meeting. You're disrupting the meeting. You are disrupting the meeting. Mr. Herman. Mr. Herman and a Mr. Rodriguez.
We do need DNA on all LAPD officers after 2 rapes and a history of civil rights violations. We also need to check into the reason why there's so much alcohol intoxication here at City Hall for necessity and public convenience. 3 DUIs. What the fuck's wrong with you people? But yet the homeless population remain on our streets. And that's the reason my First Amendment right says, fuck you. Fuck you for fucking with people who have a right under the Constitution to express, be heard, and be acknowledged. You, little Negro, stop taking away our public time under the Ralph M. Brown Act 54950, 54954.3.C, and I will criticize you to the end of the fucking world.
Thank you for showing us the extent of your vocabulary. Mr. Rodriguez, are you here? Juan Rodriguez? Please come and speak, sir.
Hello, people. My name is Juan Rodriguez, and I'm a victim of mental harassment. Everything started here in Los Angeles about 2006. There is this thing going on here in Los Angeles. I know everyone knows, but we're living in the night. I understand that we're trying to live in a new society free of a lot of things, but we're paying a high price for that knowledge. Everyone wants to keep it secret, but that secret is hurting a lot of people. In the Latino community, this crime is widespread, and we should do something, and you should do something too, because this is not a human being just being a victim. It's a human being a target.
Thank you very much. Okay, Madam Clerk, this concludes general public comment. What else is before this body?
Council has motions for posting and referral.
Okay, before I do that, let's send item 15 forthwith. The items are posted and referred. Announcements, members. If all could please rise for adjourning motions. If all in the chambers would please rise for adjourning motions. Okay, we're trying to adjourn. Sergeant, show Mr. Herman the way out. In fact, we're having a disturbance. I think what we want to do is we want Mr. Herman and his crew back there, Mr. Herman, to be removed. And you can take Michael with you, Mr. Hunt. Mr. Herman, no. Mr. Herman, you're removed. You and Mr. Hunt are removed from council chambers. No, you love you right back. You're removed. You are removed. You are removed. Sergeants, help Mr. No, you are.
And
you are removed. You are removed. Oh, wait, and who? Now you got to go and sergeants, come back and get this guy right in the. I don't know his name in the gray sport coat, so he can finish his conversation with Mr. Hunt. Please rise for adjourning motions. Mr. Price.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, it's with sadness that I rise today to adjourn in the memory of Percy Pinckney. Percy was born in Macomb, Mississippi, and raised in San Francisco, California. He was a U.S. vet. He earned his degree at San Francisco State and a master's in social work from Lone Mountain College in San Francisco. From 1960 to 1963, as I said, he served in the Army. From 64 to 75, he was co-founder and associate director of youth services in San Francisco that specialized in gang intervention. From 1975 to 1982, he was a special assistant to Governor Jerry Brown, leading his community relations department. He later joined Senator Feinstein's staff in 1972 and was there until he retired last year. Colleagues, you may remember when we honored Percy Pinckney here on the floor for his 40 years of service, public service, and we congratulated him on his retirement. He is going to be sorely missed. Many of us affectionately called him the Godfather. He was a source of inspiration, of encouragement, of support for so many of us. He was the guiding force behind the Black American Political Action Committee, BAPAC, which was continues to be a strong force in public life here in California. He's going to be laid to rest this Saturday at Mount Vernon Memorial Park in Fair Oaks, California, and he will be greatly missed by family and friends and a community who is grateful for his service. Thank you.
And he will be missed. He was an institution, and it's going to be kind of unique to go to events and not see Percy Pinckney there. Mr. City Attorney?
Mr. President, Mr. Spindler should be told to get out of the center aisle.
Yeah, please get out of the center aisle. Mr. Cedillo?
Let me add my voice and join my colleague on the remembrances of Percy Pinckney. He was an incredible man. He was a really good friend. As you said, ever present, hard to go to any event, not seeing him. He was around my campaign a lot, and I really appreciated it. I got to know him at Local 660, where I got to meet a lot of the great leaders, including yourself, of the African American community, and was a friend of his. We used to call him the Senator every time I saw him, and he would invite me to those breakfasts that he'd put together when he'd come in, and just a really good friend, a mentor, a stalwart of the African American community, and just broke my heart to see those. I got the text on the weekend and just kind of a shocker. I guess once he was finished with his work, he was pretty much done with all of us. So God bless him and God rest his soul.
You're right. I'm still looking. Mr. Weezar?
Mr. President and colleagues, I also ask that we adjourn in memory of a great friend to many people on this horseshoe, and that is Marco Antonio Fireball, who passed away 10 years ago yesterday, but whose trailblazing work continues to impact the lives of California residents. Marco was born in Tijuana, Mexico, and migrated to the United States as a young boy, eventually becoming a prominent state legislator after first being elected at the young age of 32 years. He served 6 years in the state assembly and was poised to become a state senator before succumbing to complications from a liver ailment at the young age of 39. As an assembly member, Marco championed many groundbreaking bills and worked tirelessly to improve the lives of young people. Under his leadership, he guided the State Allocation Board to invest more than $16 billion towards new school construction and modernization of public schools. He passed the landmark legislation AB 540 that allowed undocumented students in California to pay in-state tuition at all public colleges and universities rather than the out-state rate for non-residents. This bill set a historic precedent and has since been adopted by several states. To commemorate the 10th anniversary of his passing, the California-Mexico Study Center has established the Marco Antonio Fireball Dreamers Study Abroad Scholarship Fund. In addition, Cal State Long Beach held a candlelight vigil last night, attended by students from various colleges and universities in the Los Angeles area, thanking the assembly member for his work. Those who knew him were blessed to witness firsthand his passion, incredible heart, and never-ending commitment to improving the lives of all those around him. Because of his willingness to stand up and fight for them, millions of lives have and will be transformed, and I can think of no greater legacy than that. We certainly miss him, trailblazer, true friend, and someone who actually, when I was asked to run for the school board by then Mayor Reardon, Mayor Reardon told me I should go out and get some support from the East Side. He was concerned about his popularity on the East Side, but I went to Marco, and Marco introduced me to a number of folks who helped me make my first campaign for the school board. He also opened up the doors for many, many other people at a very young age. Certainly, life ended way too early. Thank you, Mr. President.
And I'd like to sign that. 10 years ago, I signed and led the adjourning in his memory. For those of you that don't know, Marco Fireball was my majority leader when I was Speaker of the California State Assembly, one of the most operative young men that I've ever seen, I mean. And I can remember, I can close my eyes and see him running around the floor. He would be in this great, expensive suit and tennis shoes because he was always on the go, meeting with the Republican caucus, making sure he was whipping up the votes. He was full of energy, as loyal as the day is long, and I think about him on a regular basis. But I tell you something that happened, I want to say it was last year at the Kingdom Day Parade. His daughter, that I remember when she was just a child, participated in the parade, and she came up, and she's a grown woman, and she remembered me from all of the photos that the two of us have taken together. So he was definitely, without pause, taken away from us too soon. But his mark will never be forgotten. He did a lot in his short period of time. He really did. I'm going to look to my left side. Are there any more adjournings to the left, to the right? Seeing none, members, this meeting is adjourned.